when I teach Qigong and I teach martial arts and we talk about energy, I like the idea of visualizing what we're going to do. And we're going to start this visualization right now. So at home, I'd like you to be as comfortable as you can be, sitting, relaxed. If you want to lie back, you can. Cozy, cozy. Little water nearby if you want it. And as we progress into this evening, we will approach that line between consciousness and unconsciousness, being awake and being asleep. And in meditation, if you're doing it effectively, sometimes you dip into that sleep zone, and that's okay. That's okay. Because you're still hearing the words through your ears and the images are still in your subconscious. So tonight we're going to look at the organs in our body, and we're going to assign them colors. And to begin with, a little short breathing warm up to balance the pH in our lungs so that the brain chemistry is all happy and ready to go. And what I'd like you to visualize is this. I'm going to talk you through some breathing, and I'm going to ask you as you inhale to feel the light that you are, to feel your aura, to feel the light that surrounds you expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, let it contract. And do that completely in your imagination. You can watch this if you'd like to. We're going to breathe in and out several times to balance the lung pH, to balance our blood chemistry, and to calm ourselves down and to help us enter the state of relaxation. So let's breathe in and out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. See your aura expand. In, breathe out, 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 out. Your aura is breathing in. Surround your body in a ball of beautiful white light. Out, 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 out. Two more. In, out, 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 out. And in, and out, 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 and out. Now gently close your eyes and relax. Sit back. And whatever room you're in, I'd like you to imagine, now that your eyes are closed, imagine the things in your room. Maybe there's a chair, a television set, some books, a table. See through your eyelids the objects in your room. And notice their location. If there's a sound in your room, don't let it worry you. Don't worry about distraction. Just notice. And now study the inside of your eyelids. In my room, there's some bright lights. I can sense those lights through my eyelids. I can actually see some capillaries, little blood vessels in my eyelids. If I turn my head a little bit, I can see the shadows in the room change through my eyelids. And now I want to relax and imagine that I can step backwards out of my eyes, physical eyes, or just physical eyes. I'm going to enter the realm of my imagination and step backwards into the room that is the inside of my head. My wife would laugh and say, yes, there's plenty of room in your head. There's not much going on up there. And I'd have to agree with her. And as I step back a little bit, I'm going to look at where my eyes are, but I'm going to visualize that they are actually windows. And they have curtains. In this particular case, my curtains are made of cloth and they're draped in front of the windows. They're sort of a little bit of an oddity because as I look around inside this room, there's not much going on in there. The walls are bare, but these windows have curtains. And I can look through the windows and see the room that I'm in. And as I step back another step, I begin to notice the ceiling and the sides of this room. If I look down, I can see in my case, I have a wooden floor. It's unfinished. It's just raw wood. Looks like an attic. And I'll step back a little further, and I'm looking now across the room at those windows. They're about 15 feet away. And that white light that I was seeing as I was breathing at the beginning, I can see it. It's like a ball in the room. And I can look at it and expand it. And I can expand it to the point that I can actually step into it and see myself surrounded by this white light. And today, we're going to go on a trip together, you and I, down through our body, and we're going to look at certain organs that we need to live. And we're going to look at their color. And it's not the color of the organ itself, it's the energy color, it's the spirit color. It's the vibration of those particular organs. And we're going to surround ourselves with those colors as we move. So here we are standing in our attic, in our white glowing ball of energy, of light. And I can look down now past my feet through the transparency of this floor. And the first thing I see as I look down through there about, oh gee whiz, it's about 10 feet below where I'm standing, is a red glow. And that red glow is my heart. And so I'm going to just sink down. I can float down there like a fairy, as though I'm in a helium balloon almost. I can sink down and I see myself approaching that red glow. And as I approach it, I can begin to hear my heart. And I'm getting closer to it and closer to it. And I'm descending into that red glow. And as I look around, I can see red everywhere. It's like a red glowing light. I can feel the warmth. I can feel the love. And I can reflect that love into my heart and say to myself, my heart looks healthy. My heart is working well. And from an energetic side, I can see the color is rich and red. And from the spirit side, I can see that I am not alone in this heart. I have some traveling companions. I think they're you. And now I'm going to inhale and see if I can expand this red ball that I'm standing inside of. And I'm going to expand it out past the borders of my body so that my actual physical body is surrounded in a big ball of red light. So here, let's breathe in and expand that redness. See your body in the room. See it surrounded by this red light. Exhale and inhale. Expand that ball. And exhale. And inhale once more. And expand that ball. And exhale. And shrink that ball back down so that your spirit body is inside of it, inside of your body. You are not your body. You're a spirit. And now, from this vantage point, I'm going to look down into my left. And down into my left, below my heart, I see a beautiful yellow light. And that yellow light is my spleen. And so I'm going to sink down again out of my heart, down toward that yellow light until I'm immersed in it. And I'm getting closer and closer and closer. And now I am in it. My heart represents fire. And in the cycle of creation, of physical creation, fire creates earth by burning wood and other substances. And my spleen represents the energy of the earth. My heart feeds my spleen. And now I'm in my spleen. I'm in my yellow light. And I'm going to inhale and expand that yellow glow outside of the confines of my body so that my physical body is completely surrounded by this yellow light. Inhale and exhale. Feel that yellow light pulsing out and in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now I feel that light around me. I can feel its warmth. And I'm going to look up again over my head. And I see my heart up there. But I also see two white balls of light. And those balls of light are my lungs. And they're very clean white light. And I'm going to float out of my spleen up into my lungs. And today I'm going to enter my right lung. So as I float up toward that white light, I can feel myself entering the right side of my physical body in that lung. And I can surround myself with that white light. And look, I can look to my left, and I see my left lung over there. And I'm going to inhale and expand the right lung light to surround my entire body. So I'm breathing in and out. In and out. And in and out. And I'm looking left, I can see the other lung. I'm going to pop right over to that lung. It's like taking a step almost. And now I see myself in my left lung. My mind is in my left lung. My imagination is in my left lung, my spirit. And I'm bringing the love that I gathered from my heart, that I took to my spleen, and now I'm bringing to my lungs. As I again breathe in and expand my left lung outside of the confines of my body, surrounding myself with that white light. Exhaling. Inhale. Expanding that ball of light. Exhale. Contract it back down inside. Inhale. And exhale. Fire creates earth, and earth creates metal. And the energy of my lungs is metal. The metal creates water, both physically and metaphorically. The vibration of chi, the vibration of energy, the vibration of love has different frequencies, just like a radio. And we can look at the different energy places in our body and their different frequencies. So as I look down out of my lungs, I can look and see some blue down below my heart and right below my lungs. And those blue places, two of them actually, they're smaller, are my kidneys. And they represent water energy. Metal creates water. I'm going to sink down out of my lungs toward the blue, and I'm going to immerse myself in the blue. I'm going to enter my left kidney. And it's cooler in here. It feels cooler. My lungs were rather spacious, but my kidneys feel cool. And it's a beautiful blue, so like a deep ocean blue. And I'm going to inhale and expand that blue outside of my body to surround my entire body. So inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Feel that blue ball of light expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. And now I'm looking to my right, and there's my other kidney. So I'm going to pop over there, just like I did in my lung. I'm going to literally step in to my right kidney and feel the blue, see the blue, sense the blue, and breathe in and expand that blue ball. And exhale, contract it. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. I'm enjoying this blue ball. It's very comfortable. But I want to move on this little exploration that we're taking. So I look right above my head again. And this time, I see a green light. And my right kidney is just below my liver. And so what I'm looking at here is my liver. Fire from the heart creates earth in the spleen. Earth creates metal of the lungs. Metal of the lungs creates water in the kidney. And water creates wood. And so the color of the liver is green, the beautiful forest green. And so I'm going to float up out of my blue kidney, right up over my head. And I'm going to enter that green light just below my ribs on the right side. And as I enter that liver, that glowing green light, feels very alive. And it is aware that I am looking at it. And I'm giving that liver some love, letting it know that it's healthy and working well. And as I inhale, I'm going to expand this green light all around my body. So inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. And now from my liver, from that green light, if I look up into my left a little bit, there's my heart again. And so I'm going to float out of my liver and float back up into my heart. I can feel myself leaving the almost verdant feeling of being in a almost a forest with that green light. Back up into my heart where I experience the warmth and the heat and the love and the sound and the red light. And now I'm going to take a quick elevator ride up out of my heart, back up my neck, through my head, to the very top of my head. And right on the top of the inside of my skull, I can see like a window. It's like an oculus. It's an opening that I can actually pop myself up through into the room where I am. And so as I floated up into my head, I'm going to almost literally take my fingers and put them on the edge of that hole and pull myself up through the top of my head. And I'm floating in my white ball of light above my own head. Now I'm going to close my eyes in my imaginary body. And I'm going to sort of zoom out and see the entire planet. And I can look down from above and I can see my body. I can see that white light right above my head. And I want to expand that white light that's above my head. And I want to fill the room I'm in with that white light. And now I want to expand that white light beyond the roof of the house I'm in. And now I want to expand it to cover the entire town that I live in. And now I'm going to expand it to cover the entire state that I live in. And I can see it because I've floated up high enough in the air, high enough in the sky to be able to look down on all this. And now I'm going to compress that white ball that's covering my state. I'm going to compress it down and press it down. And now it's just covering my town. And as I sink closer to my physical body, I'm going to compress it more. And now that white ball is just covering my house. And as I sink, the white ball is now filling the room that my body is in. I'm passing sort of through my own roof back into that room. I can look down and see my body. And I'm going to compress it back down to the small ball right above my head. And gently sink back down through the opening in the top of my head back into that room. And as I re-enter that space inside of my head, I can look forward and see the windows of my eyes. And I'm going to step forward toward those windows. They're windows, they're windows. A couple of more steps. I'm only about 4 feet away, 5 feet away, 4 feet away, 3 feet away from those windows. And I can reach out now with my hand and touch the window. And as I touch that window, I'm going to re-enter my physical eyes. And as I re-enter them, I can see the capillaries, the vessels in my eyelids. If I move my head a little bit, I can see the room. I can see the shadows. And now I'm fully back in my eyes. And I'm fully back in my body. And I'm going to gently open my eyes. And you can remain quiet with your eyes closed if you like. And I will come back and bring you back after you experience your moment here. All right, I'm going to invite you to gently open your eyes if you're ready. And I enjoyed our journey in the cycle of creation, the cycle of energetic love transmission between the organs inside your body. It changes the way your body physically works because your heart does feed your spleen, which feeds your lungs, which feeds your kidneys, which feeds your liver. And in that cycle, you remain physically healthy and mentally relaxed. And I hope you enjoyed that.